Hi guys, Natalie here. This video will be mostly about my story, why I started doing this. I'll admit I did hesitate on doing it because it's not going to be easy, but I'm going to be 100% vulnerable with you guys. So back in June, I was pregnant. Actually, I got pregnant. It was in December for my second child. It was a baby girl. She was named Bria. We were expecting our second baby girl for August 2021. Unfortunately, in June, I remember the day like it was yesterday. Sometimes I replay it in my head. So I will give you a little bit of a brief description, anyways, of that day. That day I actually felt very good. I was so happy. I've never felt so happy in my life actually. Honestly, life was beautiful. And so I was walking into my doctor's appointment and I was feeling very confident, very happy, healthy. Let's just say during the appointment, the doctor couldn't find Bria's heartbeat. I was in denial whenever she was not finding it. I was just saying, there's just the Doppler's probably not working, or I was just not believing it because things like that don't happen to you, right? You hear it, but you don't think it's going to happen to you. But guess what? Things do happen to you. And it could be the thing that you least expect. When I was at my appointment, my husband was at home with my first daughter, Elsa. And I was telling him that the doctor wasn't finding her heartbeat. He wanted to be on speaker and just listen to everything she had to say. So I had him on speaker when the doctor told me. When I got home after getting the news, I was angry. I was very, very angry. I was angry at life. I was in denial, saying that this can't be happening to me. This can't be happening. I was 31 weeks. I'm in the safe zone. There is no safe zone. So the next day I was induced. I gave birth to a beautiful angel on June 9th, 2021. I am not afraid to talk about my daughter Bria. I carried her for 31 weeks. I felt her kicks, her movements, heard her heartbeat, held her in my arms after delivering her, and we spent a couple of hours with us, and she was a stillborn baby, but she was stillborn. She's not with us, but she's with God. Talking about this is definitely not easy. And some days are better than others. Some days I'm able to talk about it without shedding a tear, and then some days it's just like right now, trying to talk to you about it is it's not easy. But Bria is a beautiful angel, and you know what? There's so many baby angels out there, and we don't hear enough about it. I honestly only started hearing more about it after I lost Bria. People reaching out to me, telling them that they've experienced similar situations and that I had no idea. And you are definitely not alone, because there's so many people that actually experience this. And sometimes there's reasons, and sometimes you don't know what the reason is. I prayed every night for a healthy baby, and maybe she was not healthy, and this was his way of taking her into his arms. that's what I have to try to believe in. Somebody also gave me an advice which I actually really liked, because whenever you lose a baby, what you keep thinking about is what if and what was supposed to be. I was supposed to care for another child, but that was not God's plan. And it's definitely not easy to think sometimes like that, or even to say it. If you have absolutely no control what God has planned for you, technically what you have to do is just deal with what situations come your way. Sometimes, obviously, there's things that you don't want to experience, or there's things that you would rather not go through, trust me, but it's out of your control. And you either try to run from it, but it'll always find you, or you deal with it. And not saying that dealing with it is easy, but that's what you have to do. You got to find ways to cope. You got to reach out to people. You got to find ways to get through difficult times. I was strong at the beginning. Kept thinking there's a reason and I'll be okay. And I found it hit harder this month, August, knowing that I was supposed to have her. That's whenever it hit more, and that's whenever I started getting into a dark place. That's when I realized I needed help and I needed to do something, because I needed to stay healthy for my daughter and my husband. I also want people to know that some people may find this video, oh, is she looking for attention? To be honest, the reason why I'm doing this is because a lot of mothers that experience this don't talk about it. They tend to keep it quiet, and that's not how they tend to keep it quiet. And that's okay if that's what they want. That's totally okay, because I know I would have been the same if I wasn't doing this video. But I also had one person tell me, one person that also experienced a similar experience, that they wish they talked about it, that they wish they expressed and talked about their story, or talked about what happened. And you know, like I said in my last video, everybody goes through something. Also, just note that whenever I get stressed or nervous, I get a bit of a rash on my neck, okay? And that's what happens whenever, yeah. So don't mind this, okay? So I had an ultrasound on a Saturday just to make sure, because I was measuring smaller than usual. On Saturday, Bria was good. Her heartbeat was beating. Everything looked good on the ultrasound, and that was a Saturday. And the following Monday, I had my OBS appointment, and that's whenever we couldn't find her heartbeat. So just within 2 days, she was gone. Do we know exactly what happened? No. Doctor did say that it looked like I was losing, or I stopped producing amniotic fluid, which is a great possibility that that's the cause. She was sent for an autopsy, and we still have no results yet. It could take months to get results, if there is any answers to what happened. But a lot of things like this happen, and sometimes you don't get an answer. So I'm not going to wait for that and expect an answer. I'm just going to try my best to accept what happened and stay positive, and I will deal with grief. I will let my emotions out if I feel like I need to. I will not hold it back, or I will not hold it in, because that's just not good and not healthy to do. I need to feel the grief for losing my daughter, and thank everybody for their support and their loving messages. You have no idea how much it really means to me. There is no need to comment on this video, please. I just wanted to do this video just to share my story, because I know some of you were interested in hearing it. So here it is.